Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and another video on the Range Rover Sport SVR. Sorry, in the last video we had to cut it short, but we did get quite far. I'll get Chris to link the other video up here somewhere, the previous video. If you missed that, watch it in order, it'll all make sense. We fitted this 5 litre SVR engine that we bought from Brentwood Autos, and we have no idea if it's a runner or a non-runner, and neither did they. They've offered us a full refund on it if it doesn't run, so we've took the risk of fitting it in the car. Today we are going to put on just enough stuff to get this running. We had a bit of an issue with a ghost immobilizer. Chris has managed to make sense of that, and we had a bit of guidance on the phone, so that's all now sorted. Let's get this built up, turn that key and see if this one fires into life. So of course you want to connect up as much as you possibly can, and right up the front there on the front of the engine you've got your centre pipe, and then you've got your 2 air boxes, one each side. So we're going to get both of those fitted, nip them up, there's no reason to take them off again. You've got both your airflow sensors that go onto those pipes, so you're going to connect those up as well. Any coolant or water pipes that you've got there that all need connecting up, you don't want to leave any of that unplugged whatsoever. And of course all of your electrical connections. I'm even gonna put in the headlights here temporarily and actually plug them in just to see if that clears any faults. Missed it, but yes, it's running and it's filling the yard up with smoke. Only one side, but you can see it is all water that was down that cylinder, but the engine does sound very, very crisp. Chris is in there messing around with a diagnostic because we couldn't crank the car. It will not crank on the key. We've managed to turn the ghost off, but I've just had to get under there and arc that starter motor up to get this running. I've still got an issue.
It comes up as a fault
calibration fault
on
BCM.
Engine control module.
Let's chuck our mics on, one sec. A huge thank you to Car Vertical for the continued support on the channel, and of course we will always run a must-do Car Vertical check on any vehicle we're purchasing or even considering purchasing. As you can see, this one is completely clear, odometer all in green, financial and legal all in green, damaged there all in green. There is only one yellow marker on this, and that is a safety recall as previously mentioned, and that is a security update and a software update that needs to be done on the ECU. Theft mitigation phase 3. And of course, if there is a problem, you can see it sticks out like a sore thumb there in bright yellow, damaged, needs attention. Now you can click on that and it will say down there the situation with the car. So this vehicle was damaged, the vehicle was marked as an insurance write-off, and just underneath it there, it actually gives you the date, April 2024, category S, structural damage. This is actually our little orange Renault Clio that we recently purchased. But I just wanted to show you there that you've got theft at the top, odometer, financial and legal, you're damaged, natural disasters, emissions and taxes, specs and equipment, and of course your handy timeline. I want to thank Car Vertical once again for the continued support on the channel. To benefit from a nice little discount off your check, use the code up on screen now from any browser, or hit the link in the description where it will automatically apply your discount. So 100% no doubt about it, we've definitely got a good 5 litre supercharged engine. Give it, I'll probably stand around the back. It's probably worth mentioning, it has been running now for a good 20 minutes and it has done a bit of a south bleed. Believe it or not, there's still a lot of water pouring out of that. Give it one big... Yeah. Do you know where so much water got down that cylinder, Chris? Come and have a little look.
Yeah, it's filled the back box up, hasn't it?
But sounds beautiful, but we've still got one big headache with this car.
We have.
To the point where this is our new starting lead, our patch lead. So Chris has worked out on the old loom where the bridge is to basically fire the starter motor direct in the loom. So he's been going off here, turn the ignition on, but we truly believe we've got an issue here with the ghost immobilizer. because you might as well demo it now. It's got to be turned off, hasn't it? Chris is going to jump in. The boot thinks it's shut. We shut his door. Car's all running, all revving. As soon as he puts his foot on the brake to drive it, it turns itself off.
Yeah. Which I think is how it's meant to work.
Yeah.
Because it's similar to my Defender. So we yesterday put in, I won't show it, but on the back of there is an emergency code.
Override.
Yeah, so we put that in yesterday, didn't we? But I don't think we were able to set a new code. So we're effectively with this starting the car, but not overriding the Ghost, if that makes sense, because these have got like a warm-up, haven't they?
Yeah.
You can remote off an app on your phone.
Yes.
Same as my Defender, you can start it up. So the Ghost is worked off of either the gear stick or the brake pedal, not the starter motor. So the car will still start on your drive without the key, but as soon as someone tries to drive it, it immobilises. So I think we're going to have to get, I mean, we've still got the car in bits, haven't we?
Yeah, and that's going to play a big part.
Possibly,
We've got a lot of faults on.
possibly. So I think we probably need to put the car back together.
Yeah.
And then if it still remains, we are going to have a Ghost installer.
Come out and look at it.
Either come and remove the Ghost or program in a new code for us that we're unable to. I think.
All right, mate.
I think that's probably the best way. Because it's blinking hot on it.
Let's get as much done as we can.
It's like sitting in a greenhouse,
before
isn't it?
Yeah, jump out before it becomes unbearable.
So, but engine sounds beautiful.
Yeah, it does.
Got good oil pressure, no leaks. So that's good, isn't it?
Winner, winner. Oh, it's lowering itself back
Yeah.
down again now.
Yeah.
Nice that all that's working. Right, mate.
And we do actually only have 3 faults
Yeah.
on the scan. So, yeah.
I guess let's try and clear a load of them faults by putting a lot of this back together. Let's do it. So that is it now. On with the surrounds. So the surrounds that go around the radiators, you've got 2 brake ducts down there that need to go on as well. And then you've got the surround that goes around the rad pack itself, like the rubber surround, but goes behind the bumper bar. So it's a little bit awkward. You've got to get it in the right order, but once it is all on there, it does all make sense, clip in, and everything lines up exactly where it should. So getting through a lot of the bits there, and I think we're down to the front bumper, and the front grille. So obviously we can't clear down the faults until that's on there. We got like headlight washers, but everything else is all gone back together. You can see all the scuttle panels back in, wipers are back on, all of the rubber, everything is back on, everything located perfectly back where it should be. But I didn't just want to leave that time lapse rolling. These everything sort of makes sense when you start putting it back together. As soon as we sat the front panel on there, you could see how everything else laid around it. And although it was a couple of weeks ago we took it apart, it was still kind of fresh in the memory. So I guess we've got wheel splashes. I know we have still got one missing, haven't we?
On the driver's side.
Only the rear half of it, I think.
This is missing, that's right.
So I guess I'll put this camera down and lift that out with you so we don't scratch it. And I suppose start the process of getting that bumper chucked on there, mate.
Yeah, bumper and grill, and she's going to look sweet.
It's all going in this heat, mate, isn't it? Right, let's crack on with it. So this is the exciting bit, putting that final touch on the front of this car, that front bumper, and it really does finish it off. I love the look of the front of the Range Rovers. They do look really, really smart. And that's the front bumper on, front grille in. You've got a few little push bits in the top there to hold it on, some 8mm, and then we'll get straight onto the wheel arch liners. Chris has only got half his side at the front, the back half's missing, but I left the back half in, so just the front half for me. So after that heat, come 5 o'clock, I couldn't wait to get home and jump in the shower. But Chris, as usual, did not want this car to beat him. It drove him to the point of he actually stayed at it for another couple of hours. You did some research with, mate, I'm going to let you take over there. What did you do?
Yeah, well, basically, I don't know if we've covered this already. I'm not going to show this car too much.
No.
But you contacted Auto Watch, didn't you?
Yes.
When we got this vehicle.
Registered it in my name.
Yeah, and went through the process, paid the money, and they confirmed it had the Ghost installed.
Yeah.
And they've sent us a card with a serial number, Bluetooth device number, but more importantly, an emergency code.
Yeah.
And that is if you lost or you don't know the PIN, you put this code in and you can set a new PIN
Right.
for your vehicle. So, and that's what we've worked off with the instructions. I'll try and find the right page.
Turn that card upside down for us, mate.
But to be honest, it doesn't matter because we just open the door. To input the emergency, it's a 4-digit number. To input it, the book says you put your foot on the brake pedal.
Yeah.
And then first digit of the emergency code, you push that amount of times on the throttle pedal. Then you let off the brake, then you put on the brake, and you go the second digit,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
till you've entered the 4 digits, and you should get a double flash on your lights to say you've entered into, you can program a new PIN or you can start the car. And doing that, done it so many times.
We tried that for 2 hours.
Done that so many
Yeah.
times and never got the double flash and couldn't get the start button to start, could we?
No.
So I went on numerous websites because although Auto Watch were quite helpful in doing that bit, beyond that there was no help, was
No.
there? You contacted a couple of other companies and they was of no help at all.
No.
Which you can kind of understand.
Security.
Because,
Yeah.
absolutely. Not interested. So I went on good old Google, internet, and after reading loads of stuff, Rob, I found this company in the West Midlands, Car Theft Solutions UK.
And you wanted to give them a thumbs up.
Absolutely, because they've got on their website, they've got a help centre. So let me find, I've screenshotted it. So here we go. So, I mean, I've read through tons of stuff. Certain Range Rover, Land Rover, Jaguar models after 2017, if the accelerator does not work, use the high beam pull flash towards the driver.
Right.
So still use the brake pedal, but...
Right, you done that.
So I done that, and I got double flash.
Oh, did you?
So I've entered a new PIN.
Right. Shall I shut the door so we can't see?
Yeah, you don't want to. So, and the process of that is turn the ignition on.
Yeah.
And then I enter the PIN.
Yeah, go on. We can't see you. Let me know when you're done.
Oh, you'll know when I'm done.
Yes.
But more important, I won't open the door, but I will put my foot on the brake and it doesn't cut out.
Right. Yes, Johnny, yes.
So, yeah.
Oh, nice one, mate.
So once again,
what a relief.
we didn't speak. I've not spoken to anyone at this company, but if if
Just
anyone,
going to get their name right.
yeah, I
aren't
just
you?
want to get it absolutely. Car Theft Solutions UK.
Thank you
And
very
they're a
much.
member of TASA.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
And,
very helpful.
And there's a bit of advice in there. If yours is 2017 on, you use the full beam and not the accelerator pedal.
Yeah,
Mate, that
which
is-
it doesn't mention in there.
It doesn't.
Not at all. No, it doesn't.
Mate, that's really high. I can't pull that forward again. I want to see that again. Oh, mate, that's so nice to see. Right, what's the plan? Do you want to dump that
Right.
water?
Yeah, I think.
Put proper coolant in it?
I think it's now actually saying fuel range is 0 miles, Rob. It was 60, wasn't it?
So we need to get fuel for it.
So yeah,
I've waffled on
obviously
quite a bit
now-
here.
Obviously, it was up like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So now it's down on the level. It is virtually out of fuel, Rob. So
Let's get a proper battery for it. Let's get some fuel. Let's get some coolant in
like I
it.
say, let's turn that off. Drop the water, put the correct coolant in it. We'll do a vac.
Mate, well
vac
done.
on it, won't it?
Well
So-
done, honestly.
so
I'll tell you what, you might have to pull it over here nearer the airline.
Yeah.
We can now though, can't we?
Yeah.
Oh, let's crack on. And over to the workshop, and underneath here it's a 13mm bolt on the left side of the radiator. Now you can either undo that with a 13mm or it's got a flat ended slot in the end of it. So I undone that, took the header tank cap off and let all of that normal water completely drain. Chris is, you can see there's got the vac system on it. Don't worry about the little can, that watering can that says, the white can that says weed killer on it. We've washed it out, and what we're going to do is put our new coolant, 50-50. So we're going to empty half of it into that bottle, then we're going to top them both up with water because it is a 50-50 mix. And what we'll do is we'll use that one first. You can see it took all of that, and then I'll top it up. We stick some more in there until it's taken enough. Then we'll run it up and top up and add as we need to. And then of course some all important petrol. It's very low on petrol. Topping the coolant up there, and I think we are ready. So of course, before it goes out on a road test, out as a yard test first.
Got a little blue P, any idea? Wasn't there before.
That's something to do with a parking pilot, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, it'll park itself.
It's not like a warning or anything like that, is it?
No,
I've not seen it before.
No, that used to come on in that, actually it comes on in that X1 when you're reversing.
Yeah, it did when I reversed in the yard, it come on. All right.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah, feels nice.
Still a lot of water pouring out that exhaust pipe. Let's let him turn round. Now all the coolant levels bang on, but of course we need to check that after it's had a proper drive.
Well, all works, mate.
There's a lot of water still dumping out the exhaust.
Is there?
I suppose it's up to temperature, isn't it?
Yeah.
I suppose have a poodle down and have a little gun up.
It's very difficult to poodle in this car.
And don't forget the brakes ain't cleaned up yet, so leave yourself plenty of stopping room. Yeah, it certainly sounds lovely, doesn't it? Wow, that sounds crisp as anything, and that did just take off. So I guess with that, we'll check the oil, we'll check the coolant, we'll check that everything is okay, and then I think we'll be okay to get that one out on a road test, fingers crossed. Let's just make sure nothing come on when he booted it there, and I think we'll be good to go.
Well, I think we better go out on the road in that, mate.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right, let's get back then, check the coolant.
Got some go in it.
Eh?
Got some go in it.
It has.
Yeah.
Let's check the coolant, check the oil, and then we'll get it out for a road test.
I think you do that on this menu, don't you, Rob?
Yeah.
For the, let's stick it in park a minute while you're there.
I'll walk round that side.
Yeah. Menu. Vehicle settings, is it? No.
I'll let you check that. I don't need to record it, do I?
There it is.
Oil level, yeah.
So you've got to come down to that, I guess. Just click OK.
Not available.
Is that not warm enough yet, do you think?
Possibly
Maybe
not.
the oil has to be up to temperature.
Yeah.
We have only just run it, haven't we?
Let's get it out for a little road test.
What, mate?
Well, we're out on the road, mate.
We are.
And
So far, so good.
It drives so smooth.
Yeah. Bit of air, wind noise there. I'll just put more window up, Rob.
That's
Obviously,
temperature.
air conditioning doesn't work yet.
No gas.
No gas.
It's, that sounds nice. That sounds so nice.
Yeah, that sounds well, doesn't it?
Mate, let's just put them down just for a minute. Just while I turn around here. Typical, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to turn around here and go back on it. I think there's a bit of a flat spot in the tyre in
I just felt
this.
a little clonk.
Yeah.
It won't come through on video, but
you know what though? Next thing is MOT, innit? So
well, yeah, and then
I guess
yeah,
they'll pick it up.
Yeah, silly us starting looking at stuff and just take it, get MOT and aircon done, and we go from there.
Let's have a little punch here though.
Yeah.
I'll build it back up to 50 and then go to...
Temperature all right, Rob?
Yeah, lovely. You ready?
Yeah. Yeah, that'll do.
Oh, it don't hang about, does it?
Flies,
That's
doesn't it?
lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, well happy with that, mate.
Yeah, that's good, Rob. Good.
Well happy with that.
Well, that's nice, isn't it? Well, I guess we can let Rob at Brentwood Auto Spares know.
That his engine's
Because
all
he's
right.
probably
Brentwood
he's probably hanging on wait to
Biting
find
his-
out.
biting
Yeah,
his
that's
nails,
right.
yeah.
Right, well done, mate.
All
Go
right, mate.
for it. It does sound nice. Well, there's no one about today. Well, it certainly gets up and goes well. What a beast. What a beast. Well pleased with that.
Straight back to the yard and instantly Chris is lying down on the job again. Now he's underneath there fitting those under trays that we still needed to fit. He's getting those fitted, and while he's doing that, I'm going to jump in the boot of this one and start the process of building it all back up, because of course in the boot we've got the air pump, the spare wheel, everything is removed, and of course we've got a temporary battery under there. Speaking of the batteries, huge thanks to Tainer for the continued support on the channel, sending out these batteries. We really do appreciate it. You can use the little discount code up on screen now to save yourself some money on already the cheapest batteries in the UK. They've got a Facebook page, Instagram page, and if you use our little link, you're going to get a nice little discount off your battery. Let's crack on and get it fitted. So last little finishing touches here. Nice new battery from Tainer. We get that fitted, and then in the boot, of course, I'll show in a sec, we've got that air pump, and it's a bit of a bracket system to put that on, so it slots just in front of the battery. Then you've got two little clamps, one each side. You can see you clamp down that, a couple of 10 or 8 mils on there. Once they're done, spare wheel goes in where the foam goes in first. As usual, like always, we try to get the cars done in a reasonably quick time, but we thought that we was going to finish this one. We just couldn't do it, could we?
No.
There's too many little niggly bits,
Loose ends, yeah.
actually missing off this car.
Couple of bits, yeah.
And I think you originally said somebody had a go at this car, which they did, and it's been towed. So someone's took that cover off,
Yeah.
and if they put it on eBay, they've had it off because they're about 380 quid new.
Yeah.
We've also got, there's a little cover that goes there, one that goes here, and another little one there. Of course, the engine cover
All missing.
is all missing and all very expensive.
Yeah.
The wheels are bad. They're quite chinned up really bad, aren't they?
Yeah, a couple worse than others, but they all need doing, don't they?
They all need a refurb. And then we've got that door handle back missing. Got that one missing. I think there's one the other side.
There is, yeah.
And then in the boot, I think I've previously just actually mentioned we got the bolt missing out of that. The pump doesn't belong there. There's no wheel brace, and that handle doesn't sit down there, does it? It's going to rattle around and drive us mad. Oh, rear parcel shelf is also missing.
Yeah. So
it's a fair few bits still to do.
Yeah.
That, probably most important, because this car's like new inside, is that burnt seat. Yeah. Something's got to be done with that as well.
Yeah.
But, mate, again,
we're over the worst of it now.
Yeah,
aren't we?
and
So
Brentwood Autos,
big
huge thank you to them, and respect to them for saying you're going to take a chance fitting it.
Yes.
And he's going to give us a refund if it's no good. And it turns out it's an absolute Swiss watch. I know that does make some people laugh, but it's a lovely, lovely engine. And I think we'll just, that is it now in the background. I'm going to try and get every single one of these and in the next video it's
Yeah.
going to be the last
We can
video.
button it up, can't we?
I have also just run this car over for an MOT, and you can check it out now. It went straight through an MOT, which is lovely. That is going to be the end of today's video. If you did enjoy it, we would appreciate that thumbs up. Of course, put your comments and your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. It is completely free of charge. Don't forget, like, subscribe and share. If you've got something that you want to sell us or something you think we might be interested in, you can always email us sales@gmail.com. We'll see you very, very soon in the next one.